Youth involvement in criminal activities has been known since time immemorial, with many factors such as unemployment, peer group, and lack of parental care, among others, taking the lead as a root cause. To these end, most youth engage in crime under the get-rich-quick syndrome to show their peers their new status with the society, failing to question such wealth. In this report, our correspondent Dele Fason takes a look at the challenges faced by youth involvement in crime in Nigeria. The report.
According to statistics from the National Repository of Nigeria (NRN), 70% of Nigerian youths engage in one crime or the other. The heads of the Department of Christian Religious Knowledge, Political Studies and Economics from the College of Education in Warri Delta State blame several factors and the federal government for the menace.
Lack of sound educational background, sound education. They don't have sound education. With that affected their brain. Then what we call civilization these days of youths, behaving like semi-mad people, taking hard drugs. All this one, they don't know what they do. Lack of good parental upbringing. People who have children, they abandon them here and there, whatever. They don't take care of them. There are some of them doing job. The father is working, the mother is working, the children are there. Then the teachers are not even taking care of the pupils the way they're supposed to do at school.
Majority of the criminality that is being spoken about is not about indigenous South people. Let that be made very, very clear. I've heard about a lot of kidnapping. I've seen a lot of cases, and at the end of the day, if you trace it, they are foreign elements. It's like from the northern, part of this country. A lot of these herdsmen and whatever are responsible for most of what is happening here. So when they say South, I do not accept that, because that's branding the South. If you go anywhere part of South now, there are people, foreign elements from all over the country are here, and they are the one perpetrating this evil.
Kidnapping is an outgrowth of the high level of corruption that is prevalent in the country today. Both the old and the young, they have this mentality of get rich quick.
On the likely solutions, a student and the Christian Religious Knowledge Head of Department put the blame on the doorstep of peer groups, which parents must address urgently.
In my own opinion, I would say 1, lack of parental upbringing. Secondly, peer pressure. And third, lack of educational background. For example, now, if a child does not have that educational fundamental unit in his life or her life, he may tend to go into kidnapping, he may tend to go into robbery, he may tend to be a public nuisance. In terms of parental upbringing, I advise our parents to be careful with the way they bring up their children. Some, they neglect their children at home, they neglect their children in the hands of some nanny that are not.
Solution to this youth recipients and kidnapping and those the attitude is the parents who give child to them should really take appropriate care of their children. Even teachers at the school should give sound advice and moral advice, so not only academics. That's on that. Then the government should put youth into the appropriate place.
Although most of the blame has been put on the doorstep of poor parental care and peer groups, but government on its part must ensure it provides job and enabling environment, including skill acquisition, affordable to the youths in making them shun crime and criminality. From Delta State, Dele Fason reporting for Galaxy TV News.